if what we see here represents the actual spread of the APC across the country, two things have to happen. One is you have to hope. You have to hope that we actually have credible, free and fair election, so that the votes of the people reflect this spread. And this is very important, and many times people don't take this into consideration. I was involved in the 2015 elections. We never had anything like this. But I will remind you, 2015 election, President Buhari simply painted the entire North, actually the entire North, with his APC colors, and got huge numbers of votes from other parts of the country. The people voted against politicians, and he won that election against the PDP. You know, now I think the flaw in the argument of in the thinking of the APC is that because they've got all these huge numbers of politicians, all of them clamoring to come back, they've got the country. They are wrong. They still have a huge amount of work to do.
So this doesn't amount to a Bola Tinubu or APC re-election.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They have to do two basic things, and they're very difficult. One, they have to vastly improve the perception of their record. Well, the record itself,
what is that?
It's very poor. It's very poor. I'm just coming from the street. I'm basically a person of the street now. and I can tell you, they do not command the kind of support among the poor people that they think they have.
So the APC is presently very unpopular?
It's a party of the elite, it's a party of office holders, it's a party of people who are virtually guaranteed they don't have to do anything to get back to power. That is a very, very bad thinking. And if they think that we don't need to to convince Nigerians, okay, we may not have done as well as we wanted in security, in economy, in education, in infrastructure, but we've got all these politicians, and these politicians have all the money, and all the money will buy you all the votes. There can be a breaking point where the citizen, the voter says, no, I'm sorry, no. But, like I said, it depends really on whether we have free and fair election.
I don't know whether or not Peter Obi has some things to learn from Nyesom Wike about party primaries, especially having to go head-to-head with Atiku Abubakar. That man seems to have a master stroke in winning party primaries.
Are you talking about Wike now?
Atiku Abubakar. And I'm saying whether or not Peter Obi needs to learn something from Nyesom Wike. Sometimes when you lose, you have a lot of wisdom to share in your loss. And I'm saying that for those who think Peter Obi, the only reason why Peter Obi would be in the ADC is because he's going to be the flag bearer of the ADC. And people are forgetting that there's a Rotimi Amechi in the ADC. Yes. People should ask Bola Tinubu who Rotimi Amechi is when he ran against him for the ticket of the party. And perhaps you should go and ask Nyesom Wike the kind of dramatic political game Atiku played against him in the PDP 2023 political primary. And that's what I'm saying. It looks very dicey, isn't it? But it looks like they are very strong candidate that could be the flag bearer.
I think almost certainly, and I'm guessing now, if ADC goes to convention, and it almost certainly will, and it will only because that's what Vice President Atiku wants. He will get the ticket. And then a lot of people will walk out. Because a lot of people are in that party only for the same thing. They want the ticket. So, then ADC will have its own problems. But you raise the issue about the similarity and the weaker experience and what Peter Obi needs to understand. One of the reasons I think Peter Obi is saying, hey, listen, look at me. This is Peter Obi. I'm not here for number 2. I'm not here for convention. I'm here to fly the flag. And he's getting people who are saying to him, initially in whispers and politely, and now they're saying to him, listen, join the queue. You're not the only one with ambition here. Look around you in this room. There are 1 or 2 people who have been here from day one. And they're sitting there waiting. And you're walking here and saying, Peter Obi doesn't do conventions. Or he just goes there to be anointed. So, ADC will bleed after its convention because almost certainly Vice President Atiku will get the ticket.
And when it does?
And when it does, some people would walk out. Because
that's my crumble.
It would be severely damaged.
There are those who will say, Peter Obi may not get those figures any longer. Atiku may not get all of those figures altogether. But will Tinubu be able to retain that 8 million or get more?
Well, I'm glad you said some people. You're using 2023 figures.
Mm-hmm.
The world is vastly different, Shehu, between 2023 and now. The world has changed.
In just 3 years?
Seriously, in those 3 years, the world has changed. So much has happened. The economic circumstances under which people live in this country is absolutely horrendous.
So based on the economic situation of the things, Bola Tinubu cannot win election.
I am saying that President Tinubu's record on the management of the economy and on security is very poor.
What does it mean in terms of election?
In terms of election, if you give people a choice between President Tinubu and another credible candidate, they will vote for another candidate. I assure you. But it depends.
President Tinubu is not electable in your own books as of today, based on his performance and the delivery of what is promised.
As we speak, if we have an election in 3 months' time, and you have a good candidate against President Tinubu, I think President Tinubu will lose. If the election is credible and free and fair.